Hello everyone, this is Boris. Welcome to Sketchman Draws. I'm going to today draw something that was requested a long time ago, and I apologize for not being able to do that. I don't know if I said it in the previous video, but I'm busy at the moment in the good way, which means I'm working on some freelance work, so that's great. And I have to say, for the moment, 2020 has started really well. So, oh, by the way, if I haven't wished you happy 2020, everyone. And so today I'm going to draw a dinosaur called Dryosaurus. And to be honest, I wasn't familiar with this. It sort of looks like a raptor, but with a different shape. So I just took a Google image for when I looked up Dryosaurus, and I'm just going to show you how to draw it. So before that, before we get into the Dryosaurus, I have been featured in a magazine here in Bangkok, so I'll do a video about that in the future. So for the moment, so whenever you're drawing something, especially like an animal, like a human being, whatever, try to find the general gesture of it. And actually also, if you see the picture that I've chosen, the dinosaur, the Dryosaurus in movement, which I think is more interesting than to just draw something live, just standing there. Like it just makes it more interesting. So okay, let me take this side of the page just to show you. For example, if you're drawing an arm, right? So you need to figure out the general gesture of the arm, okay? Let's say this is the general gesture. And then you have to draw the volume with using basic simple shapes that follow that, okay? And once you've done that, you could sculpt that volume into the type of arm that you want. Like it can be a muscular arm, okay, like this, which is mostly what I draw because, I grew up watching superhero cartoons. So here we're going to follow the same approach. So let me erase that. I really need to upgrade my eraser. But for the moment, whatever gets the job done. Like I said, don't focus on the tools, focus on your technique first. And then once you feel like the tools are limiting your technique or are limiting your sense of experimentation, then you can go to other tools. But for the moment, just use any basic tools you have, especially for drawing. Just pencil and eraser would do, and of course the paper. So if I look at the general gesture, so the head is somewhere here, okay? So, there's a reason why I took the paper in the landscape format. And then, so we have the head here, and then it goes down slightly like this. Then it goes up again. And then you have the, I think I gave too much space for the body. And then like this, even a little bit curved. Yeah. Okay. I think I could also move it a little bit this side, but let's try with this one. Okay. So yes, I think let me really start here. At this stage, you can you're allowed to make mistakes. Like this is just a gesture. Yeah, there. And then here, so now I'm going to draw the outline. So the outline, and as you might see, like I'm not even following the roundness of the shape, right? So okay, so because I think it's very difficult to do curves. Okay, so as a first step, it's easy to do this. Okay, and then later on go in and sculpt it in the roundness of the shapes. So here we might even say that by drawing that first line, that sort of represents the backbone of the dinosaur. Okay. Sorry about that. So again, I'm just following the shapes, the outline. So once I have this, it sort of allows me to sort of place where my curves are. Like for example, if I draw if I have my gesture line here and then I draw the bottom of the neck here, there's something wrong, right? So just this gives me a line where I could sort of hang my shapes, my the basics, and so here I'm going to leave the space for the hand, or not his hand, but yeah, his hand. And then here, okay, so for the moment we got that, right? So now we're going to go for the legs. So for the legs here, so we're going to start again with we are going to go with for the gesture. And it goes like this, and like this. You see that? And then the other side, so we don't say it because it's hidden by the body. So it comes down like this, then goes down like this, and like this. So now as I'm doing this, I'm looking at if the leg is too big or small, and I think at this point it's a little bit long. So this is also the reason why gesture drawing is very important. It allows you to gauge the sort of check if the proportions are right. Okay, but if you don't get the proportions right, it's okay. Just focus on getting the shapes and the forms, the gesture right. You can you will develop the eye for the proportion as you practice. And by the way, I think it's Lin Hung. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. He's the one who requested Tintin, which I did already. Go, you can check it out. Um, so this is also a request from him, and he also has another request, which I'm going to do. So there are a lot of things. Plus, I have to continue my anatomy series. There are a lot of things to do for 2020. So I wish I created more videos. But you know, when the customer is asking you for something, I have to do it. So okay, so that's, like I said, I just drew the gesture and then I followed up with the outline following that, building it or building around it. And then same here. So for the hand, it's going to be easy. So just a straight line here. So sorry, I was going to say, so you have to finish what's at hand first, so that and customers trust you. You have to show them progress. Like, for example, now I'm illustrating a book for a client, and doing a lot of comic strips to illustrate his ideas, and I have a lot of work. That's great. It keeps me busy. Of course, it's something that I wanted, which is to earn money from my art, which I've started doing, and I'm happy about that. And I'll do other videos about. So here, what I notice is that I'm quite happy, but I just noticed that so the tail is not long enough. So maybe because I stopped here because that's where the paper ends. But actually the reason is because I left too much space between the front, the hand, and the back legs. So it's okay. If this was digital, I would just cut it and move it. But let's try it again. It's no problem. So just follow the same process again. And like I if you have any requests, you can always ask. I will try to get to them. I think this is better. So now it feels another thing that if you want motivation, at least that's what I do, is to watch other people draw. That gives you the motivation to draw. I mean, you have to be, you really have to love drawing to sort of watch someone draw, and then that makes you want to draw. So now I think we could erase the gesture lines that we drew, sort of like the skeleton of the figure. Okay. Okay, do you see that? Okay, let me bring the camera down a bit. There you go. I think that's better. Okay. So we got the basic shape down, which I think is the important thing. Now we just have to go in with the details. So let's start with the head. So let me zoom in on the head quickly. Okay, it has a sort of a beak here. You see that? Okay, let me bring it closer to. Yeah, sort of a beak here. Okay. And then the eye. And then the upper jaw. And the lower jaw are already drawn. And in here he has some, like this neck. Okay. Zoom back out of the image. So now let's these are just afterwards details. So I'm not going to spend too much on them, but it's just to show you the approach that you can have to draw anything. There's a gesture, the shape, and the details. Right. Just a little bit of shading. Very lazy shading. There you have it, the Dryosaurus. So hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe and share. And of course, for more tutorials, follow me on at sketchman_Boris. I'm going to post like short tutorials. And keep watching videos. I'm going to post more. So thank you very much. And this is Boris for Sketchman Draws. Signing off.